Welcome back to Ben Salutes. And when I was a kid, concert stages didn't kill people. Today I'm saluting. What exactly am I saluting? Oh, come on, really? I'm saluting a stupid little girly show with a bunch of ponies bouncing around and doing nothing. Give me a break. They rebooted My Little Pony. Why in the heck would you reboot one of the worst cartoons in history? There's no way in this lifetime I'm saluting this crap. But since I'm a glutton for punishment, I'm going to go watch it anyway, just so I can do a rant on it. A salute on this show. How can anyone in the right mind... Holy freaking crap! This show is awesome! Wow! Talk about having my expectations blown away. I had no idea a show with this title could be so awesome. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and salute it anyway. So, without any more negativity, here's my salute on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. So, this show is about Twilight Sparkle and her little dragon buddy Spike as they are sent by Princess Celestia to make reports on friendship in the town of Ponyville. Wait! Don't walk away yet! It gets better! She becomes friends with fellow ponies. They include Applejack, a southern apple farmer with a cowgirl attitude, Rainbow Dash, a confident and kinda narcissistic Pegasus pony with a tough girl persona, Rarity, a beautiful unicorn fashion designer who isn't the spoiled brat that you think she is, Pinkie Pie, a joyous pink pony who's always in the mood for a good laugh, and Fluttershy, an adorable Pegasus pony who can be timid and she has a soft spot for animals. These 6 ponies have outrageous adventures, constantly learning the magic of friendship along the way. Wait, come back! I promise, it gets better! Now, before I praise the heck out of this show, I want to tell you how I got into it. Well, my great friend Studio Shad told me about it, and she said I should check it out. She rarely ever recommends cartoons to me, so when she recommends them, I take them seriously. I found out this show was on a channel called The Hub, which I do have, and I was ready to give this show a go. However, I didn't know when it aired, so trying to watch it was a pain. However, one Sunday over the summer, I stayed at my cousin's house, and when my 3 cousins weren't in the same room I was in, I turned on their TV and checked the guide, and 2 episodes were going to be on the next day at 7 a.m. However, I was afraid I was going to miss it, so I set the DVR to record it. The next morning, I woke up at 6 a.m. and my cousins were still asleep, so I sneaked down into the basement and waited for the show to come on. It came on, and the episode was Call of the Cutie. First watching it, I thought it was okay, and I definitely wanted to watch the second one. However, my cousins came down and caught me watching it, and my life was ruined. No, I'm kidding. Actually, they sat down and watched the next episode, Fall Weather Friends, with me, and they seemed to like it. Although now they pretend they don't. Whatever. Anyway, Fall Weather Friends was a step up from Call of the Cutie, and I knew I wanted to see more and more of this show. So I broke out my VHS tapes and I've been recording the show ever since. Wait, please! Stay with me for a few more minutes! Let me explain why this show is so epic. For a modern cartoon, this show gets everything done right. The characters are lovable, the plots are creative, it's actually funny, and it's not preachy. Although the ponies learn lessons, they don't rub the lessons in our faces as if we're idiots. I know, it's a shocker. How about we get into more detail, huh? Like I said, the characters are lovable. Each pony has their own distinct personality, and each character has something to love about them. Twilight Sparkle is a caring pony with a positive attitude, and uses her smarts to good use. She's definitely a good role model. Spike is Twilight's little sidekick, and he's a baby dragon. He is shown to be a little lazy, and he can have a smart aleck attitude from time to time. Applejack has the farm girl attitude, and she sure shows it. Think of Sandy Cheeks, except not annoying. Plus, hearing her name over and over again makes me hungry for Applejacks. Apples! Rainbow Dash has a tough girl persona, and she is very determined. Fluttershy is sweet and adorable, and she seems to be shy around others. I also love her love of animals. Rarity is a high-class designer who is obsessed with looking beautiful, and I can sense some OCD in her. Although in other cartoons she would be a spoiled brat nobody would like, she is actually lovable. And there is Pinkie Pie, who is just plain random. She often adds humor to the situations, and she is just plain hilarious. That's why she's my favorite character. I just love how she tries to fix problems, and I love her sense of humor. Every scene Pinkie's in, I just can't take my eyes off of her. I just love her so much. There's also the Cutie Mark Crusaders, Apple Bloom, Scootaloo, and Sweetie Belle. These adorable little fillies are on a mission to get their cutie marks, and they'll go through any lengths to get them. Gotta love that determination. So there's a good look at the main characters. Each character actually has personality, and they have something that makes them all stand out and special. All of these characters have something about them that everybody likes, and although Pinkie Pie's my favorite, I love all the characters and I'm not bored with any of them. That's a hard thing to do in cartoons, but this show pulls it off. The thing that makes this show epic is that it's actually a modern cartoon that has structured plots. Although some of the plots are cliched, they add new twists to them that make them stand out. Like one called Swarm of the Century, dealt with the ponies being infested with little creatures called parasprites. We all heard of plots like this, but in the end, Pinkie Pie ends up pulling a Pied Piper and she gets rid of them. That seems like a new spin to me. The plots aren't setups to one lame joke after the other. They actually have a beginning, a middle, and an end. It all fits together. That's what I call making a good cartoon. Also, this cartoon is actually funny. This show actually contains elements of slapstick, dialogue banter, funny quotes, and outrageous storylines. And the best part? No sign of fart jokes or gross jokes anywhere. I know, it's a miracle, ain't it? The best example of how funny this show can be is Bridal Gossip, where the ponies come down with a sickness caused by a weed called Poison Joke. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but for those who have, you know why it's so funny. About this show is the lessons and friendship aspect of it is a plus. That's right, it's a plus. I find it entertaining watching the ponies learn lessons about friendship along the way. Like I said, unlike most kids shows, it doesn't rub the lessons in your faces. It just presents the problem, and then the lesson, and then it's over. And the lessons they learn are great, and I actually learned from them. An example would be in Fall Weather Friends, where Applejack and Rainbow Dash learned that competition doesn't outweigh friendship. That's just sweet. And there is also the occasional musical number in this show. And the songs actually have effort put into them, and they're not annoying. They are great songs. My favorite is Winter Wrap Up, which has a chorus you'll never get out of your head. I promise you that. And there is also short songs like Pinkie Pie's Cupcakes song that'll have you craving cupcakes. In a modern world where musical numbers and cartoons can get annoying, this show spreads them out to where they don't feel forced, and they actually are worth listening to. How could I like this show so much? What is there about it that keeps driving me in? So, I did research and I found out I'm not the only one going insane. This show actually has a big cult following among people my age. That actually made me feel good, and that I felt like I was a part of something. Upon further research, I found out Lauren Faust, wife of Craig McCracken, is developing this show. A show that'll be loved by everybody. Pure awesomeness! Lauren is doing what I think is the best way to make a cartoon. Make it to where a kid and adult can watch the same program, and the adult won't be wanting to kill themselves by watching it. Thanks, Lauren. Also, with the huge male fan base, male fans of this show have dubbed themselves bronies. Well, I'm proud to be a brony. Content for adult viewers is that in this show, the ponies often face off against monsters. That's right, real monsters. Turn any girl's show into a guy's show. Also, this show is so great, even the background characters have fan bases. The biggest example I can think of this is Derpy Hooves, who has never talked, and she only appears for a few seconds occasionally, and she has become one of the show's most popular characters. Wow, you know you got a good cartoon when the background characters have personality. Have now. It may look like a show that's aimed for little girls, but it's actually a cartoon that I'm sure has more adults fans than kids fans. I love the characters, I love the humor, and I just love the music. Also, it's bright and colorful and it puts me in a good mood. Although the animation is flash, it's well done and it's alright with me. This show, and I'm disappointed it didn't come out when it did, because I would have added it to my favorite animated TV shows list. Yep, it's that good. I salute on My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Here's a modern cartoon that doesn't talk down to its viewers, and is something anyone can enjoy. It's just flat out epic. It doesn't make us feel like we're on drugs, and it doesn't talk to us like we're idiots. It's just a cartoon that's made by cartoon fans for cartoon fans. I'm glad that's as popular as it is, so I know it'll stay on for a while. I know I'm going to be needing this show to cheer up, as I'm in my last year of high school, and I know there's going to be lots of tears coming from my eye sockets. I'm looking forward to where the creators take this show once Season 2 comes around. I'm Ben, and I'm signing out. I'm gonna go chill with my fellow bronies in the crew, yo.